When cops have to arrest their children? Wait, hold on. Oh, she's definitely on heroin. Oh, she's definitely on heroin, bro. Look, she's looking for more. She's looking for more needles. She needs more needles.
Cops have to deal with all sorts of violent and horrifying criminals in their job. But what happens when it's their own children?
Oh my god.
They have to arrest?
Dad!
On the 28th
Fucking
of December
loser.
2022, a witness had observed a white vehicle strike a traffic light and then quickly drive off. A part of the vehicle's bumper had fallen off in the road after the hit. Around 15 minutes after the call, police located the suspect's vehicle at a gas station across the road, but the driver was the last person they expected.
Come back from Applebee's?
Yeah, I had a drink.
Okay. How old are you?
21. My dad is
21.
Listen, your bumper's in the road over there. Did you just hit that pole?
No, I promise I did not.
No?
The very
No, I did not.
21-year-old Teresa says is that her dad is an officer with the local
Yeah,
PD,
she's
possibly hoping that he'd come and get her out of the
Dum-dum.
situation. But the cops at the scene are sure that things are way past that.
Listen, you
You
can't.
left Applebee's.
Yeah, I left Applebee's.
You cut through the plaza. You came out by Lowe's and Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Did you hit the
Yeah.
traffic pole?
No, she didn't.
This
She
car
didn't,
came
bro.
off already. I hit a deer
It was-
in Pennsylvania.
she hit a
It's like
deer.
school in-
Do you smoke marijuana recreationally?
No.
I do not smoke marijuana universally.
I smoke it galactically, bro. This fucking bitch is high, bro. I do not smoke marijuana universally. Bro,
Universally,
she's
smoking
high.
marijuana isn't the only part of her story
Bro,
that doesn't
she's
make
gone.
sense.
She's gone.
Saying that her bumper was already hanging off from an accident in Pennsylvania
She's
around
gone.
25 miles away. And it just happened to fall off right as another
I
car
mean-
identical to hers struck a
I
traffic
mean-
light. But Teresa has a trick up her sleeve that might just get her out of this.
Come on, bro.
At least, that's what she hopes.
Dad.
I hit a deer before this. You can ask my dad.
This piece fell off at the traffic light that you
No, it didn't.
that you knocked over.
No, it didn't.
Do you have another unit out with you?
Call my dad. He's the sheriff's office.
Oh my
Now,
god,
for
this
just a
woman
few
is trying to
minutes,
get.
Teresa brings up her
Bro, this woman is trying to get her dad fired. I fucking hate her. I hate her kind.
dad over 5 times, obviously praying that he'll be able to find a way for her to get out of this.
Embarrassing.
But before he can come to rescue her, the cops are starting to zero in on what really happened and begin to get
She's
at least
high.
some of the truth from Teresa.
Did you drive away because you're scared because you had maybe
Yes.
had one drink and you think you're drunk?
Yeah.
And you might
Yes.
get arrested, but you don't seem like you're drunk?
Yes.
So you want to just tell the truth?
Yes, I'm telling you the
So when after Applebee's, did you hit a traffic pole? You can't miss it. Lights up,
She's
it's red,
weak,
green,
bro.
yellow.
I hit a curb.
She's
You
weak.
hit a traffic signal.
She's
I hit a
weak.
curb.
Yeah, you went up the curb.
She's
hit the traffic
weak.
Signal, the traffic signal fell down. and you
She's
left.
weak.
If you just
Okay.
call my dad, he would tell.
I was texting. I was texting, bro. It's not my fault. Oh, you committed another crime, bitch. No, please. You scared my dad. You're gonna have a girl who says, "Call me daddy," in prison. That's what you're gonna have, Teresa.
Well, here's the thing. Your dad, the sheriff's officer, wasn't driving your vehicle today.
In just this one short conversation, Teresa admits that she did hit something that she's more intoxicated than we realized, and that she
She's
was
so
texting while
stupid.
driving. 3 driving
so
deaths
retarded, bro.
each come with their own punishment. So now
Oh.
that the truth has come out, the detectives decide to speak with her
Oh
father,
my
John.
god.
But it turns out he's not there to help her.
Hey, John, how are you? So you're
Bro. My daughter's a loser, guys.
Okay. Where's the damage on the car?
Okay, the damage on the car there, I think it was like the front
Oh?
bumper.
John
Oh?
explains that Teresa did hit a deer earlier and that the damage was on the
Oh.
front right bumper. But it was nowhere near as serious as the damage the car was currently sustaining.
Can I come out? Are you guys out there?
That's up to you. I'll see if she wants you to come out. If she wants, you know, you to drive her home.
Yeah, let me come out there and I'll
Drive her home? Is that what you guys call jail?
It looks like Teresa isn't going to be getting the salvation she was hoping for from her dad. And just 5 minutes later, he arrives at the scene to
Take
talk
her
with the
to
cops.
jail. Take her to jail.
So
Take her to jail.
where the damage was there doesn't really make too much sense.
Yeah, it was not bad voice.
Get some more information out of her, but and then that piece of bumper there. So for the other one, was it just like the bumper wasn't hanging like that?
Yeah, no, so what it was is basically this was intact.
Okay.
Scratches here.
I love her dad, bro.
The theater that she
Who's the officers? So right now, this is gonna be my call.
Okay.
Coming out.
Okay, gotcha.
He's gonna be providing all the details.
Okay, who's your supervisor?
Sorry, John Paul.
Not that much, dude. I'm just asking.
The cops who were first at the scene almost seem as though they're expecting John to try and make excuses for his daughter and get extra nervous when he
Giga
asks
Chad.
who their supervisor
Giga
is.
Chad dad.
Obviously, there are countless examples of corruption where officers, especially those in the higher ranks,
Giga
are
Chad
able
dad.
to use their power to prevent their family from getting into trouble.
Fucker.
However, the officers quickly realize all he's trying to do is gather all the information on the incident so he can make a fair assessment himself. This quickly becomes evident as he
Yeah,
checks his text
guys, she's
messages from
retarded.
her to try and create a timeline of events.
I just want to show you this so you can see it. You
Oh,
hold
bro.
1039. Where do you think, time do you think that initial call came? Because she probably hit it and was like, Dad, what the fuck do I do?
Somewhere between 10:45 and 11.
Bro, that is fucking her up, bro.
I mean, lying to, she knows, but I'm a cop. She knows not to do that. Well, maybe she didn't even, do you think she, I'm not
Can you hear now?
I'm saying she didn't lie.
Yeah.
You know?
And I want to be very clear about that. But she might not even look at the freaking car to see if there's any difference.
However, despite John's willingness to help the officers out,
You know?
the sergeant at the scene asks him not to get involved, so to guarantee the integrity of the investigation. So far, everything other than Teresa's conduct has been perfect and is a great example of proper policing. So, it's back to focusing on what Teresa had mentioned earlier. She says she'd only had one drink at Applebee's, but it's starting to seem as though she may be a little more drunk than they realized.
By one drink,
Suspicions that
she
were only
means
confirmed after some
a
field
whole
sobriety
bottle of vodka.
tests.
Anything that happened today? Alright, I don't think that's good. Okay, to take the outfit from the vehicle.
Dad!
So,
Dad!
Teresa!
oh, that's right.
Teresa!
You stop with this shit in the car.
Oh,
You're arrested
stop.
for DUI. Go ahead. Have a
Oh, stop.
seat.
Bro, her
After being
pants...
forced into the police vehicle,
Hold on. She also had sex with a guy. Look at this. Detective Dumby's on the case, bro. This is from the pants. She's got the pants on backwards, which means she took them off and then put them back on. She's a whore, too. Look at this. Do you see it? Detective Dumby on the case, bro. She put the pants on backwards. She's a whore! Having sex out of wedlock. Unbelievable. Take it to jail, boys. Look at this. You see it?
after
Do you
being
see it?
forced into the police vehicle by her own
Do you see it? Do you see it or do you not see it? Look at this.
You're arrested for
Look at this.
DUI. Go ahead. Have a seat.
See, this is 3D. This is over here. This is on the pants. Look at this. See? See? You can clearly see it. This is the thing, the thing from the sweatpants. This is her shirt, right? This is not a thing on her shirt. Look, it's below it. She's got them on backwards. And outside. Bro, she put them on backwards and backwards. You feel me? Look at this. Look at the pockets. Look at the
You're
pockets.
arrested for DUI. Go ahead. Have a seat.
Look at the pockets. Look at this pocket. It's outside. And this is like, it's turned around and turned around. Oh, she's a whore. Ah, they paid her with alcohol, bro. They paid her with alcohol. Take the whore. Take the
After
whore
being
to the
forced into the
whorehouse.
police vehicle by her own
Take
dad,
her.
Teresa was driven to the police station where her
You see that? You see that?
forced into the police vehicle by her own dad. Teresa
That's the tag. Boys, we gotta. Boys. Take her away, boys. Take her away.
was driven to the police station where her blood alcohol level was tested. It came back as 0.17%, over twice the legal limit. As of this upload, Teresa is still awaiting her penalty, but has been issued a court summons for driving under the influence, reckless driving, and failure to report a car accident. Teresa's dad followed protocol perfectly, but Kenneth Adams' dad did the exact opposite when he tried to abuse his power as a commissioner to try and save his son from prison.
Tell me who I called to find out why he's in jail. You want me to sue the son of a county sheriff?
In November 2022,
No, I've
Kenneth
never
Adams was
been
pulled
in a
over for running a
DUI,
stop
bro.
sign. But as it turns out, Kenneth was in much more trouble than he
Look,
realized.
I only drink with friends, okay? And I have no friends. You didn't expect that one, bro. You did not expect that one. I have a ton of friends, actually. I have a ton of friends, but I only drink with my friends, bro. But all of my friends kind of live everywhere else, so yeah.
I'm good. What did I do wrong?
Okay, so the reason I stopped you is you didn't come to complete the stop sign,
I did.
and then you didn't have your turn signal on.
I sure did.
Okay.
I know for a fact I had my turn
It's a
signal on.
loophole.
That's why I was
Pete.
surprised you're pulling me over, but whatever.
The officer then took his license and ran it through the system, where he would discover Kenneth had a warrant out for burglary and theft of a vehicle. All of a sudden, Kenneth becomes defensive and refuses to exit the vehicle.
Can I get you to step out of the vehicle with me?
What are you doing? No, what's going on? Seriously, what's going on?
You have a warrant.
How do I have a warrant?
I don't know how you have a warrant, but it's on our system right now. You have an active warrant out of 7th District Court
You
here in
have a
San
warrant,
Juan.
bro.
I've gone to, no, that's incorrect. Because
Okay,
I've gone
well,
to
it's on
court.
our system right now.
Well, you
I'm not going to argue with you about it. You're going to go to jail tonight on that warrant, okay?
No, I'm not. Dude, this is
Mr.
absurd.
Adams,
you do have an active warrant for your
You're
arrest.
not.
Who
He
issued
does
the
some
warrant?
feminism.
The court's
The court.
For what, though? Because I've gone to court for everything. There should not be an
Oh,
active
yes.
warrant for me anywhere, dude.
Kenneth
Yes,
claims that he's already been to court for his previous crimes, but the warrant still calls for his arrest.
By
For the
court?
majority of smaller cases, the suspect
By court, he means he's gone to court some men. That's what he's been doing. He may or may not frequent Dunkel's box. You know?
is tasked with turning in the documents that
May or
prove
may
that
not
they've been to
frequent
court
the
and
glory
completing
hole.
any classes they were made to attend by the judge. Without those documents, the court cannot confirm they attended anything. So when Kenneth forgot to turn his in, the warrant remained open, and the police had no way to tell that he
come
had in
on.
fact been to court.
He had been
October
to court, he
13th.
just didn't
For
turn
what?
them
It has
in,
some
bro.
felony charges, burglary charges.
Dude, I've been to court for that. No, I've been to court for that.
You
want to know the charges?
Yeah, I do.
So it has 2 burglary charges listed, a theft charge,
Uh-huh.
mischief,
That's on my old case.
3 charges of burglary of a vehicle, and
Yeah.
criminal trespass.
Yeah, why is that floating up now?
Kenneth was taken away to the station, but this is when
Bro, I only rob cars. Come on, bro. Let me go. Like, I'm not a bad guy. What the fuck? Dude, I would be so ashamed if I got caught. And this guy's like, yeah, okay, anything new? No, see, so you haven't caught me on the car I just stole. Ah!
his father, Bruce Adams, turned up, who turned out to be the county commissioner for the local area. How convenient for Kenneth. Immediately after arriving at the scene, Bruce demanded to know what was going on and quickly started to show signs of corruption.
Where's Kenneth?
He's in jail. They took him.
You already took him to jail?
They took him to jail, and I stayed here with the car
Why?
for a warrant.
Who do I call to find out?
To find out the warrant?
You're a police officer. Tell me who I call to find out why he's in jail.
I gotta be careful with this stuff, Bruce. You understand that? Okay. That's the warrant. Okay,
Bruce,
so it
come
says
on,
warrant
bro.
status active. Offense: burglary, burglary, theft, criminal mischief, burglary of a vehicle,
Oh my
burglary of a
God,
vehicle,
bro.
burglary
He's
of a
already
vehicle.
been to court over that.
It's
But I don't know
you saw
that.
the warrant right there. I showed you a
Been to
warrant. that I'm
court.
not
He's been
supposed to show
charged
you.
with that, and he has a plea in abeyance on all of it.
What do you want me to do?
I want you to turn him loose.
I can't turn him loose,
I
Bruce.
can't, Bruce.
Who can?
Nobody can. He's been arrested for a warrant. The courts can.
And the warrant's false.
Huh? The warrant's not false.
You want me to sue the son of a county sheriff?
Bro, it was
Because he
his
arrested my
mistake.
kid on a false warrant?
It was his mistake.
Bruce is obviously trying to abuse his position and influence the commissioner to try and save his son from the law.
I can't do
But
anything,
luckily,
Bruce.
this officer stands his ground and refuses to cave in. Eventually, though, Kenneth was released from jail, the warrant was withdrawn, and no further action was taken against Bruce. But the officers that arrested this law student weren't as lucky.
Look, technically, Bruce wasn't doing anything illegal, right? He was doing what a normal citizen would do, right? If the warrant wasn't real and you had been to court, I'm pretty sure you can sue, but it wasn't the court's problem. It was not the court's problem. It was his problem.
I didn't do anything.
Marion Humphrey
Whoa,
Jr.,
you didn't do
son
anything.
of retired county judge Marion Humphrey Sr., was pulled over after an officer allegedly witnessed him driving dangerously.
Oh,
Footage shows
shit.
him swerving slightly after missing his exit. Marion
come
is
on.
lit up by the officer and pulled over. He's then told the officer witnessed him nearly wreck his car and is suspected of dangerous driving.
When did you rent the car? Yesterday. You gotta take it, turn it back in a Fayetteville? Pick it up in Fayetteville?
I'm sorry, sir. This is I'm trying to figure out that you have probable cause to stop me.
Yeah, because you're super nervous, so I'm trying to figure out why you're so nervous.
Being a law student, Marion asks if the officer has probable cause for pulling him over. The officer
I'm
struggles to get a good
super
answer
nervous.
before claiming Marion seems super nervous.
But you didn't
First
know
of all,
that
being
when I was on the
nervous
car.
isn't a crime, and
Yeah.
isn't evidence towards a crime either.
Exact-
And secondly, Marion actually carries himself incredibly well in this
Yeah, why am I
situation.
nervous,
He
bro?
complies with the officer's requests.
Why am I
and-
nervous, bro? Huh? Why am I... See, you flinch, bitch. You're nervous. See, that's what you do right there, boys, with the cop. Right? You say, I'm not nervous. You're nervous. And then he goes, I'm not nervous. And then you go, then why you flinch, bitch? And then you get shot multiple times. But hey, at least you got one on him.
Asks why he's being pulled over and why he's being held.
Bro, the goated answer would have been, why are you nervous? Cause I'm black, bro. What the fuck? And you're a white cop and just stop me. What? Like, come on, dog. You haven't been watching the news. Oh, that would have been a beautiful answer, bro. The cop would have gone, shit, I don't know how to answer that.
He even calls his dad to listen in on the entire arrest, something the officer clearly didn't like, as he then asks to search Marion's U-Haul.
If I bring a dog, is it gonna hurt anything?
Yeah, no, it's not going to hurt anything. I promise you. We just don't want to get shot. Yeah, that's all, and I'm sorry about that. It happened.
Firstly, I just don't want to get shot.
I don't want you to bring a dog because I don't think that's fair to me as a citizen, as someone who, if the only thing I did was kind of, like, I did not almost wreck my car.
If you don't want to bring a dog, just let me look in here real quick and I'll get you down the road. I don't have to bring a dog.
I just think that's so invasive of my rights, but you can live in here if you like to.
Marion does an extremely good job of eloquently showing how terrifying it can be to be stopped by the police, while maintaining a calm and respectful tone with the officer the whole time. But regardless, Marion is placed in handcuffs for over an hour while the cops search his vehicle with a dog. According to the officer, the dog smelled narcotics and alerted the officers before even entering the U-Haul.
The dog alerted on narcotics in the vehicle, so I detained him and he's in the back car while I searched the vehicle. No, but he almost did, so that's probably cause of
Daddy, he's arresting me. He's arresting me.
Give me your other hand.
He's arresting me, Daddy. There's nothing in that vehicle. I promise you.
Okay, come here.
I didn't do anything.
Predictably, the cops find nothing in the vehicle. Marion has since opened up a lawsuit against the officers, claiming they violated his 4th and 14th Amendment
And
rights.
also,
as of this video's up.
did you notice how they said he was recklessly driving, but then didn't show any footage of reckless driving? Like, we saw the car go like this. Bruh, I like, cars go like this with the road. I mean, what do you want me to do, bro? It's a big fucking truck. Like, what the fuck? Bro, what the fuck? What the fuck?
The case is still
What the
ongoing.
fuck? Nah, that's bullshit. That one was bullshit. They thought it's a prank. Ah. 2 girls accidentally killed Kim Jong-un's brother thinking it was a YouTube video. That's not a real video. That's not a real video. This is not a real video. This is a fake video. It's not a real video.
Bada bing, bada boom. This one's a doozy. I don't even know what to tell you.
What?
Mr. Kim Chol was standing at the big screen in the middle of the busy...
Oh! What did she just do?
Mr. Kim Chol was standing at the big...
Get me out of here, bro.
Cops have to deal.
What the fuck, bro? These white supremacists. They're everywhere, bro. What the fuck? What?